Well, ladies and gentlemen, sports fans and people that watch the NBA, the regular season is officially over, which means the postseason, the playoffs and the play-in tournament are here for the NBA, and I'm excited to talk about the first round that we have with the New York Knicks and Atlanta Hawks. Hold the phone! It's your boy. I just wanted to let you know real quick before you continue the video that this video is sponsored by me. I just wanted to let you guys know that your boy right here has a website. Here it is in all of its glory, revoart.com. That's REVXart.com. You can support me by getting an art print right here if you do so incline. I have 4 different options for you. If you want a sketch, if you want line art, black and white, fully colored, totally up to you. And you can also get some exclusive merchandise. Check out that sick hat. Check out that incredible shirt. And check out that amazing hoodie. And if you're a member of the website, not only can you get these products, but you get a 10% discount. That's right, 10% off of anything from the website from just being a member. And if you don't want to do any of this stuff, but you want to support your boy, donations/tips are welcome. So just friendly reminder that I do have a website, and you can go to it now if you go to revoart.com. So the New York Knicks have advanced to the playoffs, to nobody's surprise. I know some people are probably writing the Knicks off as we speak and probably saying that there's no shot in hell that we are going to make it as far as we could possibly make it, possibly even to the NBA Finals. I'm sure there's a lot of people that don't believe that we are going to do that. I 100% believe that we are going to do that. I 100% believe that this team can do that. I 100% believe that this team also could pull off an NBA Finals championship this year. Now, it might not seem like maybe like a lost cause or I don't know, like hopeless fan retrospect, or I don't know. You want call it whatever you will. I'm a diehard Knicks fan. I will always put my chips with the Knicks. I do not care. I've seen them through the toughest times. I've seen them through moments where we should have been in playoffs and we weren't because we just were that booty. Moments that we were in playoffs and I'm like, why are we in the playoffs? And then we don't even go far. You know what I mean? Like, but I've never seen such an entertaining team with such a bipolar season. This season definitely has been so bipolar for the Knicks. Obviously, we got rid of Tom Thibodeau after last year and we got Mike Brown. I don't necessarily want to compare, but if we do look at the records, they basically had the same record. There are some issues that Mike Brown rose with this New York Knicks squad, though, that are definitely going to be questions that need to be answered here in this postseason. Stuff that does kind of frighten me a little bit. In our first round game is against the Atlanta Hawks, and I'm not going to pretend and talk as if I know anything about the Atlanta Hawks starting lineup. I just know that they are a solid bunch, and I don't think the Knicks should take them lightly at all. I think the Atlanta Hawks could give the Knicks a run for their money. I don't think they're going to beat the Knicks. I think the Knicks are going to break the curse, the NBA Cup curse, and I think they're going past the first round for sure. I am sticking by what I said. I know this may age poorly. I don't care. I'm sticking with it. I'm calling it right here. The New York Knicks are going to the NBA championship this year, and we got to get rid of the Atlanta Hawks first. And I think this series is actually going to be, I feel like it's going to go two different ways. I feel like the Knicks are either going to completely just take 4 games to 1, possibly. I think Knicks in 5, or it's gonna be a Knicks in 6 situation, similar to the Detroit Pistons last year. I do feel like this Atlanta Hawks could prove a very gritty playoff series for the New York Knicks, and I think this could be, like I said, a repeat of the Detroit Pistons, where the Hawks are sort of like a lot tougher of a team than most people put them to be, and could be a lot better next year. I don't know. It's actually interesting though to see how like tough the team sort of did get after Trae Young left. It felt almost as if Trae Young was a little bit of an anchor for the team, and it was interesting to see them sort of like. I mean, I don't know. Again, I'm not gonna pretend like I know anything about the Atlanta Hawks and their team, but I do know that Trey Young and the Knicks definitely had somewhat of a rivalry, I would say, right? A little bit. And this year it wasn't really Trey Young's year with the Hawks, and I think the Hawks are better off without him. I do, but it's not good enough to beat the Knicks. I do think the Knicks get it done. I think that they get it done in 5 or in 6, however you want to do it. The Knicks are going to get it done. I think the 2-man combo punch that they finally not unveiled, but basically, I mean, now have put on the floor with Cat and Brunson, with Brunson feeding Cat in the paint, and them just basically that 2-man punch that I don't know why we haven't seen it throughout the rest of the season. Maybe they were just saving it for the postseason. That's what a lot of people online are saying. I don't know. Either way, they figured something out, and I'm glad they did, because it looks kind of unstoppable, because it's like, you want to guard Cat or you want to guard Brunson. You want to try double guarding them. Let's pretend like Josh Hart can't shoot. Bang. And I definitely think that there are opportunities in this postseason for a lot of players to come up and rise to the occasion. I do think, obviously, there's going to be a hot seat on Mikal Bridges. A lot of people have been writing him off this particular season because of his contract. I do want to say, understandably so, a little bit. When you're shooting from not even beyond the arc, from within the arc, and you're not making all the shots, you gotta be that shot select player that we need you to be in situations when our stars are not that. And when situations when Brunson is struggling, Mikal Bridges needs to step up. An OG Anunoby needs to step up. A Josh Hart needs to step up. I love the production that Mitchell Robinson has given us this season. I do think Mitchell Robinson is going to come in clutch in this postseason. And I am crossing my fingers, knocking on wood, knocking on anything that I can that will be good luck, that we don't sustain any injuries postseason. OG Anunoby, obviously, I think he had like an ankle injury, but he should be good to go for this series against the Atlanta Hawks. This looks like a much healthier Knicks team than the past 2 years. Mitchell Robinson was dealing with a lot last year, and we were so lucky to have him in the postseason because he meant a lot. Sometimes you look at the numbers and Hack-a Mitch was a thing, but I mean, defensively, he's a monster. And then those rebounds, especially with the short man game now that the NBA is, Mitchell Robinson is just gobbling up the basketballs under the rim. And so I do think he's a pivotal player for our squad. And I think also Karl Anthony Towns benefits from having him as a fellow, center teammate. I think it pushes Cat to get more of those rebounds. It pushes him to be more aggressive, and I like it. And I like how aggressive Cat has been getting. I like how well Cat has been playing. I think there's a lot of conversation for our team, and I think we're gonna answer a lot of those questions and prove a lot of people wrong again. So, like I said, I'm wholeheartedly standing on it. Knicks in 5 or Knicks in 6, however you want it. Shoot, if they sweep them, even better, baby. Let's go. I'm ready for this postseason. I'm ready for the playoffs. I'm ready for the Knicks to head to an NBA championship. Knicks fans, let me know where you're at. Let me know if you agree down in the comment section below. Let me know if you are ready for this season. I am so excited. We're in the postseason, baby. Let's get the playoffs going. It's time for the Knicks to do what they do and shock everybody and prove everyone wrong.
Long arms. Down to 12 seconds. Brunson holding. Knicks trying to wait till the end. Brunson puts up a 3. Bang! Bang! Jalen Brunson hits the 3 with 4.3 remaining. And the Pistons call timeout. But that's an eternity.